Terrence and Scott, we're just now hearing from the New Orleans officials saying it is now 15 people who have tragically died in what the FBI is calling an act of terror. They've identified their suspect as Shamsuddin Jabbar, an Army veteran from Houston, Texas. And now Fox has told law enforcement is going through surveillance footage from the area that shows those people you mentioned, 3 men and a woman who they believe might have been setting up explosive devices around the French Quarter.
Chaos on New Orleans' iconic Bourbon Street. A driver just after 3 in the morning crashing a pickup truck into a crowd of New Year's Day revelers and opening fire, killing at least 10 people and injuring dozens more.
It was very intentional behavior. This man was trying to run over as many people as he possibly could.
Unthinkable. No one, and I mean no one, expects to wake up to New Year's this way. This should be a time of celebration.
The FBI investigating the incident as an act of terrorism, confirming the driver as a 42-year-old American citizen who died after exchanging gunfire with responding police. Investigators recovering a handgun, an AR-style rifle, and an ISIS flag as questions mount over the suspect's motive.
Was this a lone wolf, or was he acting in concert with others?
President Biden offering condolences to the victims' families.
The reaction was one of anger and frustration.
President-elect Trump also weighing in, blaming illegal immigration for what he calls an act of pure evil, adding, quote, "When I said that the criminals coming in are far worse than the criminals we have in our country, that statement was constantly refuted by Democrats and the fake news media, but it turned out to be true."
We will be relentless, and we will do everything that it takes to render real justice.
Meanwhile, officials announcing Wednesday night's Sugar Bowl to be held at the Superdome will now be delayed 1 day.
It's in the best interest of everybody and public safety that we postpone the game for 24 hours.
And Louisiana's Governor Jeff Landry has issued an emergency declaration mobilizing military police to help the FBI and local police at that crime scene. Scott, Terrence.
Connor, thank you. And lots of questions tonight about why the stainless steel security bollards weren't up. Officials say a barrier system designed to prevent vehicle attacks was getting fixed up for the Super Bowl, which is being played in the city next month. So they had police cars blocking traffic instead, but the suspect just drove around them and onto the sidewalk. The mayor of Hammond, Indiana, and his wife are safe in New Orleans tonight. He told Fox 32 they were asleep in their hotel room 1 block from Bourbon Street when the truck attack happened.
It was packed last night on Bourbon Street. And I walked by the barricades on Canal and Bourbon, and they were down. I got a hot dog there. And right where I got a hot dog was annihilated by that truck. So in Bourbon Street, the barricades were up. But Canal and Bourbon, the barricades were down. And that's how the car got in. That's how the truck got in.
The mayor and his wife are in New Orleans to attend the Sugar Bowl game between Notre Dame and Georgia, which was originally scheduled to happen tonight. As you heard earlier, though, it's been postponed because of the attack to tomorrow night.
Chicago Police Department, meanwhile, reacting tonight to the attack via social media. The department sharing the following quote: "Our hearts are with the city of New Orleans, the survivors, and all impacted by this reprehensible act of violence. While there is no actionable intelligence related to Chicago, we are continuing to monitor this tragic situation as the investigation unfolds."